Okay, so I believe we can start now. So welcome again to all the pitching startups. Welcome to the advisory board members and to the general attendees. My name is Mathilde Vade, and I organize pitch nights and investment conferences at the Startup Club. And I am also in charge of the fundraising service, introducing advisors and investors to selected startups during our online events. So if you'd like to hear more about our services, feel free to reach out to me by email or on LinkedIn. I would be happy to assist you. So tonight I'm very happy to introduce you to two fashion tech startups. The first one is called Rebutia. It's a virtual styling service transforming women's lives, enabling them to be seen, look confident, and be empowered. This will be presented by the CEO, Heidrun Ósk Sigfúsdóttir from Iceland. I hope I'm not pronouncing it all right. And the second startup tonight is Najha Fashion from Portugal. So it's a luxury fashion with a sustainable and vegan concept. And this startup will be presented by the founder, Daniela de Sa. So I'm really looking forward to listen to the presentations and to learn more about the startups. Now I would like to say a few words about the format of the event. Each startup has 7 minutes to pitch, and then we will have about 25 minutes feedback and questions from the 5 board members. And anyone can use the chat to ask either a direct question or into the general chat. So now a few words about the Startup Club. The Startup Club is a one-stop shop for the global entrepreneur community. Our vision is to assist businesses in their capital structuring and growth by connecting entrepreneurs with investors, advisors, mentors, and other key players in the startup ecosystem internationally. And through a series of pitch nights and investor networking conferences, the Startup Club helps startups, scale-ups, and growing companies reach their funding and development needs. And in 2021, we're happy to host over 50 successful online events attended by numerous angel groups, high net worth investors, venture capital firms, private equity funds, and other investment professionals. We are active across all continents, and we are happy to have over 70,000 members in our network. And the Startup Club works across a spectrum of several different industries, such as green tech, fintech, real estate, food tech, ed tech, and here fashion tech and beauty tech, and many more. So if you would like to learn more about us, you can check our website or our LinkedIn page, and you can see all our upcoming events and the list of our services. So now I would like to ask the board members to shortly introduce themselves. I'm very happy to welcome you here tonight. We have Camelia Jaoudi from Plug and Play with us tonight. Hi, Camelia.
Hi, Mathilde. Hi, everyone.
Hello, welcome. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, for sure. So my name is Camelia. I work in early stage VC at Plug and Play. So we're a leading accelerator and VC firm based in the US, and I'm actually part of the Paris team. And I moved to Paris about 3.5 years ago. And I'm specialized in retail tech, so that includes consumer goods and e-commerce. Super happy to be here and to meet the startups.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Camelia. And we also have Rebecca Silva from the Fashion Technology Accelerator. Hello, Rebecca.
Yes. Hi, everyone. It's great to be here. Thanks for having me. I'm a project manager at Fashion Technology Accelerator in Milan, Italy. We work, as the name implies, with early stage startups in the industry of fashion technology. I'm originally from Germany, but have been moving around quite a bit. So now I ended up here in Milan after some time in VC in Buenos Aires, fintech in Berlin, and private equity in Stockholm. So I'm very excited to see the startups today.
Thank you so much, Rebecca. And I would like to welcome also Michael Trajkovic from the venture studio Beyond Form. Hi, Michael. Michael? Maybe he's not in yet. Okay, then we'll take it later. And next one we have Nicole de Carl from London Contour Experts. Hi, Nicole.
Hi, Mathilde. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Happy to have you here.
Thank you. Likewise. It's an exciting lineup. So I'm an entrepreneur and lingerie enthusiast, actually. Run and sold businesses in the fashion space for over a decade now. First and foremost, a mentor for many young startups and an investor. And in my current investment portfolio, I own a design house. It's based in London, a factory, would you believe, that's based in London, and a creative marketing agency. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to being here. So thank you for the kind invitation, Mathilde.
Thank you so much, Nicole. And then we have Nicola Emig from Papa Oscar Ventures. Hi, Nicola.
Hi, Mathilde. It's Nicholas, but it's fine.
Yes.
Thank you very much for having me, inviting us. Yeah, as said, I work for Papa Oscar as a portfolio manager, and we do have an office in Germany, Frankfurt, and in the Southern European market in Barcelona. And we focus mainly on D2C fashion and lifestyle startups in the early stage and seed stage. Yes, thank you.
Very nice. Thank you very much. So thank you all for the introductions. Michael, is Michael arrived? No. Okay, but then you might join us a bit later. So now, now we have all introduced ourselves. Now we can move to the first pitch of the evening. So yeah, if you have any questions, ask them in the chat. And so the first one is Heidrun from Rebutia. So hi, Heidrun, happy to have you here tonight.
Hi, thank you. Happy to be with you. Can you hear me loudly and clear? Okay.
Perfectly fine. So you can share your screen now, and you can and I will stop my screen.
Don't seem to be able to see here.
Now.
Yeah, now it's here. Okay.
Hi everyone.
Hello, Michael.
Sorry for the delay. I had another call that lasted a little bit.
Nice to have you here. Welcome. We already did a round of presentations of the board members. Would you like to introduce yourself in a few sentences?
Yeah, sure. So basically, I'm Michael Trashkovic. I'm French, and I am the operating partner of Beyond Form, which is a venture studio that is basically building, supporting, and investing in fashion tech industry.
Very nice. Welcome.
Thank you.
Great. So now we will begin with the first pitch, which is Rebutia with Heidrun. And Heidrun, you can start now.
Okay, thank you so much. Nice to be with you here from Iceland. My name is Heidrun. I'm one of the founders of Rebutia. And we help women look and feel great while having a positive impact on the environment by helping them find the right clothes, no matter size or shape, so you always look your best. Women, we often spend a lot of time figuring out what clothing and clothing combination suits us. And how often have you heard, I have a wardrobe full of clothes, but nothing to wear? So not surprisingly, studies have shown that women often don't know what looks good on them and use less than 50% of the existing clothes. In the USA alone, around 550 billion worth of goods were returned in 2020. The most common reason for returns is that the fit or color is wrong. And Europeans use nearly 26 kilos of textiles and discard about 11 kilos of them every year. With Rebutia, we help you discover premium clothing and outfit combinations from hundreds of brands in styles, patterns, and colors that suit you. And you will learn how to utilize your existing wardrobe, so you can consciously and confidently dress for every occasion. And this is how the platform works. You fill out your appearance from head to toe in less than 2 minutes, and based on style, physical attributes, you receive clothing recommendations. And you receive clothes from your favorite brands that fit your body structure on our platform, so you no longer need to scroll through endless pages trying to find the right clothes for you. And there you can choose your favorite items and remove the ones you don't like, and therefore train the algorithm to meet your taste. With all the right clothes for you on the platform, you can build your capsule wardrobe by either choosing an item in the platform and get an outfit suggestion with only clothes that fit your body structure, or by uploading an item from your own wardrobe and find clothes that fit with the item. The majority of online stylist services available today are analyzing people's current style, with often out considering whether that style is right according to their body structure. So we are setting our company apart from the competition by analyzing customers' body figures accurately. The best-known online stylist service, Stitch Fix, generated more than $1 billion in sales during 2018 and had around 4 million active users, and that shows there clearly is a market for a service like this. Our comparative advantage is that we are transforming the way you shop for clothes online and utilizing existing clothes. We have state-of-the-art software and AI that will be difficult to reverse engineer and will be therefore kept a trade secret. We are also integrating a human touch with the Rebutia social shopping experience and building a community of like-minded people. You are able to put together outfit combinations by mixing new and existing clothes together that match customers' body structure and including the right color tones. We also have relatively low overhead cost, no shipping or warehouse cost, and very easy to scale. So therefore, you have more strategic purchases that result in an increased lifespan of outfits. Today, we have around 1,000 users. We use a freemium model, and our platform is free to use for anyone requiring a daily dose of style recommendations for their body type. But then you can upgrade to a premium plan with advanced features such as access to color analysis, wardrobe planner. And this means you get all your clothes in your colors and suggestion for a whole outfit. And this successful model makes it possible to gain revenues for the free service through commission and to attract premium users to the paid version. So we are estimating that we can have around 250,000 subscribers in 6 years. And that can bring us about $3 million in monthly revenues. And if we have around 1 million active users that buy, for example, one item per month, that can bring us the same amount of revenues per month. The team behind the company is made up of very creative people, myself, and also a business expert, stylist, computer scientist, people with experience in marketing, sales, and fashion. And I and Anna, we are the founders of the company. Today, we are raising $2 million for the next 18 months. Around 60% will be spent on marketing. And we will market our service in the US market. And here you can just see a little bit about our timeline. We already have here the basic version with the basic functionality. and we are developing the color analysis. And with the 2 million, we are able to launch the wardrobe planner and then upload photos of existing clothes. And just my final slide here. In 2021, the European Parliament adopted a resolution on the new circular economy action plan, demanding additional measures to achieve a carbon neutral, environmentally sustainable and toxic free and fully circular economy by 2050. And we help this happen by making textiles more durable and reusable, by helping you have multiple ways to use your clothes, increase the lifespan of your clothes, and reduce landfill waste of clothes and return rates. So no matter who you are, what you do, you are able to rock whatever you wear. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Heidrun. Really, really inspirative speech. Thank you so much. So now we can move to the feedback part. For the next 25 minutes. So let's have this order, if you agree. Camelia, then Rebecca, Michael, Nicole, and Nicolas. So Camelia, would you like to start?
Yeah, sounds great. Hi, Heidrun, nice to meet you, and thank you for your pitch.
Thank you, nice to meet you.
Styling and fitting is definitely a hot topic in retail tech. It's something that we explore with our corporate partners quite a lot, so definitely big market. I have a question regarding a potential B2B revenue stream, because you did mention that you were planning on partnering up with brands in Q4, correct? Of this year, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, we are partnering already with brands. And so how it works is that we receive a commission for every sale with the brands we partner with on our site. But there is also an option and a possibility that we are looking into as a proof of concept is to partner with a retailer, for example, online retailer, and that they can use as our service on their site. So I love your cat there. So they can actually, you can, by the way, like, let's say you're in the retailer store online and then you pop-ups like, hey, do you want to have your stylist help you with choosing your outfit? So you get more structured and time saving for you when you are scrolling through all the pages trying to find the right items in their online store.
Okay, so this would be essentially a widget that you would add to the website. And then in terms of business model, would you think of having kind of a similar subscription in order to generate recurring revenue, or would you stay on the same commission-based model?
No, it's a subscription model for the B2B market, but our main focus today is B2C. Okay. And that's what we are building in our brand. We're doing a lot now in marketing, building our marketing strategy. We have 2 people with us in the marketing. But so that's our first step is B2C, but we see it as an option to also, let's say, start with one retailer. And for example, I don't know if you know it, Boost is in Denmark, an online store, very hot now. And if we would, for example, have a contract with them, so it's a subscription based, but also mainly just to have the proof of concept there.
Okay, interesting. And then in terms of the product, have you thought of adding like a video sizing or a photo sizing feature in order to get, let's say, more accurate dimensions, or are you focusing really more on the styling aspect of the service?
Yes, that's a really good question, because we were actually thinking about, like, if we see that this feature that you're probably mentioning that you take a picture of your body and then, yeah, exactly. But in the end, what we actually, while testing, and because we are in really good communication with our current users, is that they actually love to go through the steps. And, you know, going through it's easy for them. So spending too much time at this point on, you know, putting this in a demographic, like taking the photos and stuff like that, didn't seem like our focus at the moment. We rather want to focus on what matters to our customers, and that's also the capsule wardrobe, creating that using your existing clothes, and yeah, and basically having the colors, have your right color tones.
Okay. Okay, interesting. And then would this be your first round, or did you raise a previous round?
No, this is our first round. We have one investor from 2019 when we participated in an accelerator. Then we actually got the funds, a grant in Iceland, and we are applying for another grant now. It's 500,000 US dollars. So yeah, so now we are also planning on closing this round with that in September.
Okay, very clear. Those were the main questions that I had. Thank you so much for your pitch, and feel free to reach out by email or LinkedIn offline.
Okay, thank you. Nice to meet you.
Likewise.
Thank you, Cornelia. Rebecca, you're next.
Sure, yeah, thanks so much for the pitch. It was very interesting. Yeah, so another question that I was thinking of, in addition to what Cornelia already covered, is, as you mentioned, that a core focus for the coming months for you would be also to work on really allowing people to work with their existing wardrobe. And that's something that we've seen a couple of startups try to tackle, actually, is how do you plan on getting people to take pictures of their existing clothing and uploading it into this service? As we've seen, it's something that consumers are quite reluctant to doing. Do you have any strategies for how to tackle this?
Yeah, so basically, we are not focused on like taking picture of the whole wardrobe. It's more or less like if I have like a blazer in my wardrobe and I don't know how to use it, or it's been hanging there, then I can take a picture and I get the outfit recommendations from the platform. How to solve the issues with taking the photos, and if people are reluctant to do that, then let's say if you're buying from a store that already has the picture, you can basically just take the picture from there, if it's still online, and use that. So instead of taking a picture, but we analyze all pictures. All the clothes in our system are analyzed by pictures, and all the items are rated, as we call it, by our stylists to train our artificial intelligence to learn how to rate that. So it's fairly easy just to take a picture, and you know, you don't have to basically remove the background. It's just more to have a contrast between the background and the item. So just if I have an item in my wardrobe that I want to know how to use more efficiently, then this is the way to do it. And that's how we look at it. It's not like you go into your wardrobe and take a picture of all your items in your wardrobe. It's both time consuming. And I mean, if you want to do that, of course you are able to do that. But this is more or less just how do you use your clothes? Are you in doubt with an item in your wardrobe and you don't know how to use it? Then we help you out.
Okay, got it. Great, thank you. And then in terms of the business model that you have, so from what I've seen in terms of the split between the free offering and then the subscription offering or the premium offering, I think a main part, if I'm not mistaken, would be a main part of your value proposition would actually be only part of the paid plan in terms of really offering the personalized recommendations and so on. So then what would be the real value for the free offering? If you can elaborate a bit.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so today we only have the free version. And what we are doing there, and that's where we want to basically do fantastically. So you get hooked on the free version to upgrade to the paid version. The free version is basically just to help you on daily basis on how to choose the right clothes for you. And And that's what we do. We believe we can do really accurately based on your body figure. And then you can choose your favorite brands, and you can even get what we are doing with the color analysis. You get you could actually get for free your color palette, though you don't get all the items in the right color tones. So you get the taste of the paid version, and you can even, when we get the paid version, the subscription ready, then you can even start that for 30 days for free. So what we are building today is that we really want to attract our users to use the free version and get hooked there. So that's what we are also just spending a lot of time on trial and error and how to improve and the user experience.
Mm-hmm. And in terms of the pricing for the premium version, did you test in any way the willingness to pay for the pricing? What is this based on?
So we are basically working towards that today. We looked on similar services, or not like stylist services, but yeah, we just looked at the prices compared to other subscription services. We also, as I said before, we are in really good contact with our users, so we sent them questionnaires, and so we are basically in the coming months testing also the price for our service, and how likely, or where's the obstacle for people to actually subscribe for a service like this. So we are doing this really with a careful research behind it, what works and what won't work.
Mm-hmm. And final question from my side, the valuation that you are mentioning in terms of, I think it's 8 million post money. If you can elaborate a little bit more on what this valuation is based on. I think you mentioned some proprietary approaches in there. Did you have any intellectual property, any proprietary tech, for example?
Yeah. So yeah, it's 18 months lifetime, and we are asking for $2 million. And we of course we have been building our software for past 5 years, so that's what we value into this. And so the post money valuation, or present value, is $7 million pre money valuation. And there we also have some conditions for valuation that we are looking into the future, or EBITDA and stuff like that to value.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Thanks so much for answering my questions.
Yes, thanks.
Thank you, Rebecca. Michael?
Yes, sorry, I just reactivate the camera. Thank you for your presentation again. I think that some question was already asked that I had, so thank you. So you mentioned that you are already launched, that you have already like 1,000 users, right?
Yeah.
But your premium offer is not launched at the moment.
Sorry, what?
Your premium offer
No,
is
no,
not
yeah,
available.
no, it's not launched, and that's what we are basically. We have started building our wardrobe planner. We received a grant to integrate the artificial intelligence to train the AI into the system. We have around 80% accuracy there. And of course, with number of items rated, that increases every day. And now we are actually started to build the wardrobe planner with matching tags, and then we estimate with $2 million that we can finish that later this year, Q4 this year, and then Q1 next year with uploading of existing clothes. A main focus also is now what we are doing, working on these past few weeks, and further on down the line is the marketing.
Okay, got it. And your first market is the US market, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I don't think that the fee, the subscription fee, will be that high, considering that you have existing solution on the market with higher cost actually. Okay, got it. And you mentioned previously that you raised fund through an investor. How much was invested?
Yeah, before, how much?
Yeah.
Around 25,000K.
Okay.
So from an accelerator that we participated in 2019.
Okay, thank you. No, I don't have any more questions. The other question was already asked by the previous person. Thank you for your answers.
Thank you.
Thank you, Michael. And now we have Nicole.
Thank you, Helen. It's fascinating to find out a little bit more about what you're hoping to do with the business. If I'm honest, I think Camelia, Rebecca, and Michael have just cleaned the floor. But I think the biggest question that I have really is around the consumer testing with the 1,000 active users that you have with the premium version. What kind of response have you had to date with the current focus group?
Yeah, it's a really good one. So the feedback that we've been receiving mostly is regarding the brands that we have already contracts with, and the more variation of brands that our users want to have in the system. I have to admit that we had some difficulties, like when we started, we just basically had all the brands into our system, and then we took made a new direction with our marketing people, that we decided, okay, we want to because we want to be sustainable. And how do we do that? We choose more premium brands, and so we are much more careful in how we choose the brands. And so we had to basically remove a lot of the brands that we had previously. Also, we just analyzed our target groups, and there were some, just to mention two things there that we noticed that are strong, one of our strong candidates that we haven't been looking carefully enough into, and that's, for example, plus size women, that also have often difficulties with finding the right clothes. And honestly, we had some difficulties with finding the brands that specialize for plus size women. And that's we are hiring one woman now that's just going to be in making contracts with the right brands and finding the brands for our target groups. And she's been working for Nike for 5 years in Europe, so she's really qualified in these kinds of things. So this mainly has been the main issue. Of course, there have been also some user experiences that we had to fix, and we are constantly working on some of the things that we are changing, modifying, and then suddenly someone noticed something that no one else had noticed, and so we are fixing on the way. We have a user experience designer with us today, which is really good. That helps us a lot to go through what's wrong and what needs to be amended.
Yeah, so wonderful. Do you feel like with the most recent finds that this will become a more premium dressing service, styling service, than it would be a broader market?
So yeah, what I think as we see it is that, okay, we don't have the cheapest brands in there, but because we are looking into more quality, but that doesn't mean it's too expensive for the mid or medium revenue woman, or the salary woman with the median salaries. Also, what we are also thinking in this contest is that you buy less, but you buy, the right things. And because you want to have more quality, and that's what, when we analyzed our target group, this is actually the direction that many people are going into, that so conscious shopping is what people are more and more thinking about. And our target group, the main focus is from like 25 to 55, though we see that the main target is 35 to 55 if we are going to be really focused in our marketing. And there you see women that want to dress well but don't know how to often, especially now, just for an example, if you want to reach more success in the marketplace, and so they also want more quality, though not like the highest quality, most expensive brands, but as I said, premium is something that most people in our group afford and want to have the quality. Then that's where we are meeting them, so to speak.
Wonderful, thank you. You've got an incredible team, I think, behind you. So I don't have any doubt that you'll get there. This is a great sounding board, is an experience when you're doing your testing phase. So thank you for your time.
Thank you. Thanks for your feedback.
Thank you, Nicole. And then we have Nicolas.
Yes, thank you. As well as for the presentation, as to my fellow board members, the questions before. They covered a lot of the questions I have, but there's still some left. My first question is actually, how do you and how can you, or how flexible you are regarding the change in someone's taste, clothing taste, and regarding trends in clothing?
Yeah, exactly. So what we are making sure is that the clothes that you are recommended are actually clothes that fit your body structure. Then regarding taste is that you can actually, what we are now developing is that you just say, it's like dating. You say yes or no to the outfit.
Okay.
So if you like it, then the AI, we are actually training the AI to bring you more of similar items. And if you don't like it, then it's just removed, and we make sure, or try to make sure, that you don't receive the similar items to the ones you don't like. And that's your personality, and that's so hard for us to see unless we are trained on what you like and dislike. And that's where we start to learn. Oh, okay, there's your preferences. Okay, so we bring you more of that.
Okay, good. So you're saying you're quite flexible also in a way that if someone changes their taste in swiping, like you described it, your system will adapt to it really quickly.
Really quickly, yeah, I hope so. That's of course, as I said, depending on our AI, how fast it is to learn based on your taste, what you like and dislikes. But every item, as I said before, is rated into the system based on a formula behind it. So if you dislike something, then it's fairly easy for our AI to be trained on, okay, this person doesn't like anything with these kind of tags behind the items, so we don't bring you as much of these kinds of items. But what most important, and that's, like I said, the personality is of course what is really important. But I think this is the biggest differentiator between us and most of our competitors, because what you see when you go to other stylist services is that you start in the beginning to choose your preferences based on what do you like, what's your, but there's nothing there that says that my preferences are right or wrong. So I can say I like this kind of jeans, but then the stylist would say, oh no, sorry, it doesn't fit your body structure. And there's nothing there that says that. So you basically are getting or receiving often a lot of items that are not right for you. And that's what we are correcting. So our stylist is basically choosing for you, okay, what's right based on your body structure. And then we start to learn your preferences of what is actually the right clothes for you. Okay, because perfect. It doesn't say you like everything your stylist chooses.
Right. Okay, another question I have is what ratio you expect between the premium and the free users? What are you looking for? What do you think? How many can you convince of your free users to pay actually for premium version?
The percentage, we had some tunnel and calculation behind that, and there just the normal I think expectation of the users and free version and how many you can convert, it's very low. I assume it's often like 5%. So
Okay.
but we so from 5% to 20%, so we are somewhere there between. So of course we want to have us like 15%, I think we did in our calculation, but as I said before, it doesn't mean that we also are making the contracts so we actually receive revenues for the free users for the commission when they're buying. So but that's why I said before, it's so important for us that the free version is excellent, so you want to upgrade, and as we do that better and better, then I'm pretty sure that we can even make the conversion higher.
Okay, great, super, thank you. That's all for my side. Thank you for your presentation. I really like your product, and we'll definitely have an eye on it. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you, Nicolas, and thank you everyone for your feedback and questions, and congratulations to Heidrun. So if you have any questions to Heidrun, you can use the chat, and Heidrun, if you want to leave your details in your LinkedIn profile, for example, you can also do that. Okay. And thank you.
Thanks.
So now we will move to the second pitch of the evening. I would like to introduce you to Daniela Dessa, who is pitching for Najha Fashion. So hi, Daniela, and welcome.
Hello, everyone. Thank you very much for being here, and I'm quite excited to present the brand to everyone.
We're very excited to hear everything about Najha Fashion. You can share your...
Can I share? Okay,
yes, you can share.
Perfect. Sorry, is it ready? What's happening here? I don't know what's happening here.
Did you click on share screen and then you have to select the document?
Yes, I'm selecting the basic desktop. It's not allowing me to go to the desktop. I have the presentation open. Why this is happening?
Sometimes you have to scroll down, like further down into the share screen. You know, there are more options below.
Okay, yeah. No, I don't know what's happening here.
I'm happy to share it if it's helpful.
Yeah. So sorry, everyone.
It's okay. But if you want,
I tested before, and oh my
no problem. It happens quite often, actually.
Okay.
But if you want, I can share my screen.
Yes, please. Yes.
Okay. So you have to tell me next slide and so on.
Okay.
1 second. I need to open it.
Thank you, and sorry everyone for this. I don't know what happened. I just tested 1 hour ago and it was working.
There, I have it. Can you see it?
Yes. Yes, finally. Okay, can I start?
Yes, you can start.
So I am Daniela Dessa, and I'm a fashion designer. I'm born in the heart of the fashion industry in Portugal, and I created a luxury sustainable fashion brands with a vegan concept. Can we move to the next slide, please? As we know, the fashion industry is highly polluting, is the second most polluting industry in the world. We can tell that per second, there is a truck with fashion waste dumped in forests and deserts. For each second, there is a truck. This is huge. And the chemicals that I used are highly polluting the soils and the waters. The food industry is also exploring animals and also having a huge impact in the planet's pollution. And definitely the customers and the consumers are looking for a new and sustainable lifestyle. And can we move for the next one? Definitely the planet is changing. People are looking for sustainable lifestyle, and then we can tell that the biggest influencers in the world are becoming vegan, vegetarian, and looking for sustainable lifestyle. And next slide, please. And so we have here the solution for the luxury sustainable market. We use sustainable materials from recycled to organic to sugarcane waste, and also with natural leather solutions. And we can move. We have our materials have several certifications from international institutions. And what I want to focus here is that we only work with suppliers and factories that work with fair trade concept in their values. Can we move, please? So what we want to do is to put this concept together with the technology and disrupt a traditional industry with technology. With the craftsman knowledge, which I have with my family business, and put together technology, bringing new materials, new raw materials with recycling tech, with 3D printing, with new dyeing methods and natural methods, and bringing new comfort lines for shoes, bags, accessories, and also clothing. And this using the technology available that we have, and that we can transform the fashion with all these technological methods. Can you move, please? The market is huge. We have like 650 billion, the overall market. For sustainable market, it's almost 7 billion. And what we are wanting to reach by 2030 is 200 million for Najha market share. And here I can tell that is written sold shoes, but is this statistic put together shoes, bags, and accessories. This is from a Portuguese shoes association. So we can go further. So we already overcome the big difficulties that is entering in the market and being recognized by the sustainable concept. And what I want to focus concerning our competitors is that we are focused on the luxury market with high-end products, and we are able to create our own circular economy. So we produce one shoe, and at the end of life of that shoe, we are able to recycle all the materials and do other products with that shoe. We can go further. Okay, so we are focused on to go to market plan, focus on the B2C, because we have a much bigger margins on sales between 300 to 500%. And of course, we always have our B2C clients. For 2023, we aiming to have revenue of 1 million, and at the end of 2030, we are aiming to a revenue 300 million. So we can go further, please. Okay, our strategy focus on online presence and B2B market, because of as I told before, the margins are much bigger, between 300 and 500. And the B2C are between 50 to 100. So our tactics is to create a new product line with new raw materials, key partnerships developing with us these new materials with high tech, of influencers and ambassadors join us in this concept, and bring a new brand awareness to the market with communication, social network, and brand activation actions. And I give you two examples. One of them is the New York Fashion Week, which we were invited to present the brand, and Paris Fashion Week also. This is for September 2022. Can we go? Okay. Thank you. As I tell before, we already have 300 clients list, which are 75% offline and 25% online, 100K of revenue, and approximately 40K of profits. Can you go further? Okay. So as I told, I am Daniela Sa. I'm a fashion designer, vegan, living a sustainable lifestyle. I have 22 years of fashion industry. I start to work with my father in the family shoe business, and we work with the biggest brands in Europe, from Prada to Gucci, and I learn with them the high standards of the high quality. This is our team, Fabio and Pedro, Sandra, Vitor, sorry, the picture, and Jeanette. And we have, we can go to the next slide, please. And we have key partnerships from the raw materials. We can create new raw materials with our suppliers, and of course, with the end product, partners. So we have already, we know each other. I have many years of being in this industry, so they know me well, I know them well, and we know each other, our focus and our goals. Can we go further, please? So what I want to highlight here is the participation for next September 2022 New York Fashion Week and Paris Fashion Week. And last but not last, or last but not least, I don't know, sorry. Okay, you know what I mean, is the selection for the Portuguese excellence brands, which was last week. We now belong to Association of the Portuguese Excellence Brands, which internationally put us side by side with Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Prada, and all these huge fashion brands. And this is like, wow, we are so happy with this goal, and we can go further. Please, Mathilde, thank you very much. And today we are offering 10% of the company for 250K, focusing the investment in creativity, production, and marketing to bring brand awareness, being online presence, grow our creative department, and create new products with high tech, and yes, and have an amazing presentation in New York and Paris Fashion Weeks. So thank you very much. These are my contacts. In the next slide. Thank you, Mathilde. Thank you very much. Okay.
Thank you so much, Daniela.
Yeah.
Thank you for your great presentation. All right, so then we can move to the feedback. Camelia, would you like to start?
Yeah. Hi, Daniela. Great.
Hello, Camelia.
Super clear pitch. Thank you. I have a couple questions. My first one would be about the materials. I'm curious to know where you source them and kind of what the procurement process is like and where the manufacturing takes place.
Okay, the manufacturing is in Portugal and Spain. I work already with these companies for 7 years, more or less. I know them for 7 years, and the raw materials, they are some of them like organic cotton that we don't have too much organic cotton here in Europe. They are imported from Africa, and always knowing the origin of those materials, if they are fair trade, if who they are working, who is working in the plantations. We have all this clarity and always go to the suppliers to have this information. And for example, I can tell you about the upcycled fabric upcycled for marine litter. We work together with fishermen communities, because while they push the net to fish, they also bring plastic. And in the past, they put plastic again to the ocean, and now they bring back to the ports to sell it because they are paid by a kilogram. So we work very close with our suppliers to know exactly where this came from, and the transformation is in Europe.
Okay,
Yeah.
very clear. And about the reverse logistics side of things, since you mentioned that you were able to take back the shoe at the end of life and then recycle it, is there an incentive scheme to motivate the sellers to come back to the store and bring back their shoes? And then once they do that, do you automatically take everything apart and recycle it? Or have you thought of maybe repairing the shoes and then selling them on a secondhand platform, for instance?
Okay, it's quite interesting. If the client wants, we can repair the shoes, because we are able to repair the shoes, repair the bags, one handbag, even clothing. And if the clients tell us, okay, I don't want this product anymore, the product come to us, the client receives 10% of discount for the next product, and we are able to put apart some of the materials. For example, soles cannot be in the same recycling method as the upper, for example, the fabric upcycled from marine litter. So the soles we use one kind of technology to recycle it, and the upper we use another kind of technology to recycle it. And actually, to be honest with you, I never thought about putting in the second-hand platform, but anyway, I think I can think about it. Thank you for your suggestion. Awesome. But we are really able to make the recycling of the older product, because I'm very close to the production and I know exactly how it works. And sometimes is just, okay, we manage this way, and creating methods, and we are able to do it.
Okay, very clear. And my last question is about your revenue model. Since I think there's quite a big difference between your selling price when it comes to direct versus indirect sales.
Yeah.
The margins are a little bit higher, although the costs are the same. So I'd like to know what kind of justifies this discrepancy.
Okay. So when we sell, for example, in our online shop, we can sell it as we were selling in a shop with the final price. When we sell to our B2C client, B2B client, the price must be lower for him to be able to put the price as we have in our online shop. For example, one shoe that at the end costs to the client 200 euros. It's just an example. I have to sell. So if it costs me to me 50 and I'm selling it for 200, my margin is +3, +4, and then for my B2C clients to sell it in his shop, he has also to have its margin, selling margin. So it has almost I sell to the B2C client with a smaller margin for him to be able to put his margin. Otherwise, if I sell it for 100, for example, he will not be able to sell in this shop. Otherwise, will be much higher comparing with our online shop, and was not fair for the B2C business. So we keep like balancing these, because of course I don't. The thing is that the client must see the final price more or less the same between shops and our online store. Otherwise, would be not honest with our B2C clients.
Okay, very clear. Thank you, Daniela.
Thank you. Thank you.
Happy to connect offline.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Camelia. Rebecca?
Thanks so much for the presentation. Very interesting. My first question actually kind of builds up on what Camelia asked about as well in terms of the return program. I don't know for how long you've been running this up until now, but we're working with a startup that offers this as well, and they actually do not get any products back. Is that something that you have found? Have you received any of your shoes back already?
Yes, we received some. Of course, this is like educational to the client, because they are not used to do that, and sometimes they don't understand why they should do it. We offered the 10% discount to be for the clients to be okay. Let's have the 10% discount, and this is like work in progress. We already received some of them. We already start to recycle some of them, but anyway, it's a work in progress. And of course, we want to reach much more clients and customers with this circular economy method.
Yeah, actually, also about the circular economy approach. Since you mentioned that you do break down the shoes when you receive them back to recycle the different parts of them, are they also designed in a way that they are easy to break down and recycle? Is that part of the design process?
Thank you very much for bringing this team to the pitch, because that is really important. We also, when we do the designs, and for example, the shoes and the bags, we are able to design them for each piece. How can I say it in English? To connect and to don't have waste in the raw material. The pieces they are put it like this to have less waste as we can, and of course at the end it will be much easier for us to put them apart. And for example, the lining is also different from the soles, and the upper is different from the lining and the soles, so you have to apart all of that. It gives much work doing it, but with this kind of design and patterning, we are able to make it easier for us.
And what percentage would you say of the different parts of the shoe are currently recyclable, roughly?
No, at this moment, 100% are recycled. We can recycle 100% of one pair of shoes.
Okay, great.
Yeah,
Interesting.
it's quite amazing, because we've been working on this method for 5 years, and it takes a long time. It gives us a lot of work, but we can do it.
Great. And then another question that I had was in terms of the fundraising that you're doing now, you're willing to give up 10%, I think, so quite significant portion of the equity for the additional funds. But if I'm not mistaken, your business is already profitable. Is that correct?
Sorry, I didn't understand.
It's already profitable, your business?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, then can you elaborate a bit on your reasoning behind giving up a significant portion of your equity for additional funding, although you are already profitable? What is it that you're looking for, in other words?
Okay. The main we have many important things here, and it's not only about the business being profit, which is really important, but also to let this concept grow. And I believe that if I have a bigger team, I have investors side by side with me, working side by side with me, the brand will grow exponentially, and the concept will grow because it's urgent. We bring this message of sustainable fashion to the world. So it's not only about having the company is sharing this concept and let other people that have the same vision as me and have the same beliefs as me come to board and just let's make it happen. And of course, I'm sure that we can grow a lot, and with new goals, and bring this sustainable fashion concept to the world, because this really must to happen. So yeah, it's all about all about this conscience of the not only the brand, but also what is need to be done in the planet.
So you're also looking for operational support in addition to the financial support. That is.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, great. I think I've already taken up quite a lot of time, so I'll leave the floor to the other members of the board.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rebecca. And now we have Michael.
Unmute. Thank you, Daniela, for your presentation.
Thank you, Michael.
I would like just to come back on one element on your presentation regarding the technology aspect, because you mentioned that you are gathering the waste. I mean, can you elaborate what you have developed in terms of technology? This is the thing that interests me, actually.
Oh, okay. We work together with raw materials suppliers, and then we develop with them methods to recycle, for example, PET bottles, plastic bottles, to make tissue. For example, my coat is made from upcycled fabric from marine litter, which is a mix between the marine litter with cotton, and it's high quality. And how do we do it? We've been testing for more or less 4 years to make this kind of fabric happen. And this is also an investment from the supplier, because this is not fabric that is how can I say, exclusive. The supplier, we develop with the suppliers, but then they can also commercialize to other brands. But anyway, our goal is, together with our suppliers, develop new products. And when you think that a product must be exclusive because we are going to sell many quantities and we are able to ask for exclusivity, we do it. And for example, with the soles, we work directly with our supplier, which we are now developing a sole with granulated of plastic bottles also, and it's quite different. And we develop with them also the recycling method of circular economy for soils and for the other materials. So this is a win-to-win between me and the company and the suppliers, where if I want the exclusivity, I buy them a certain amount of quantities. If I don't want the exclusivity, they are able to sell to other companies. The main thing is we put together our knowledge. They have the machinery to do it, and I have the knowledge about the materials. So we work together on that. As the 3D print, 3D print for salts, we will be able to make limited edition collections, and will allow us to have a high value to the product. And those 3D salts are made with filaments with waste. Basically, is waste from fashion and also cork industry. We put together all these concepts from, in this example, from cork with fashion industry. I can give you an example. To cut the insoles of the shoes, we have a lot of waste in the material because they are squared, and then the insoles, they have a lot of waste. So we put together these waste and we granulate it, put together also with cork granulated, and we are able to make soles for slippers, for these kind of beach shoes. And this is one example, and is really beautiful and a different touch, and quite different. And we are using waste from two industries, shoe industry and also cork industry. Is very interesting, and I can explain deeper in detail this.
Sure, I'm not that an expert, to be honest, so I will not follow that much. But yes, one other question is regarding your current situation. Maybe you explain it, and sorry if I didn't catch your current situation in terms of traction, in terms of unit. Are you already live? Are you already like selling on your website? I saw that you have the website. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, in our website, we are just making some new changes. Now you can find there only two pair of shoes because we are testing, but we are bringing more highlights to the website, and we have also B2C clients with their own shops, and we work with them together in their own shops.
Yeah, this is what you were referring to on the offline or online. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, I understand now. Okay, it's clear. I don't have any more question, Mathilde. Thank you, Daniela.
Thank you. Thank you, Michael.
Thank you, Michael. And now Nicole.
Hi, Daniela.
Yes,
Hi,
thank you for your short. Hi, thank you for your small pitch or short pitch. Just want to say, really love your story and your idea. So your awards are well deserved. Shoes are, at least in our experience, the most difficult products to sell, and you're obviously doing a good job so far. I do have only one question left because the others were already answered. My main question is basically around the investment distribution. You told us that you asking for 250,000 euros, worth 20% should be invested into marketing, if that's right. And
creativity.
Yes, right. 50% creativity, and then another 20% into production. The thing is, from my understanding, from what I understood, it is important for you to grow online because that's the part where you make the most money, where your margin is the highest. So why just 20% into marketing? Because from my perspective, in this,
Yeah, I understand what you mean. And when I talk about creativity, I'm talking about the new collections with new materials, and also Photoshop videos, editorial videos, all these concepts around the collection. And I don't know if you which department you used to put. I focus that kind of investment on creativity, and because I all these years I realized that it's so important to have good quality collections, good design collections, and have a very how can I say, impact image in each collection. That's why I focus the creativity part, and then divide it between production and marketing to support this creativity. It's just because the client, the feedback that we have from the clients is that our collections are different, and we don't develop too much collection. We should develop more collections, and I'm quite sure that as soon as we start to develop more collections, we'll have more traffic in the website, and with good images, good editorial videos, and this will help so much to make it grow. That is my perspective. That's why I divided in those investments.
Okay, I get it. Then it wasn't clear to me what you mean by creative. Good. Okay, and then another thing, you talked about your tactics and how you would like to sell them. How far are you with your tactics? Do you have any proven way of actually selling or marketing something in this direction?
Okay, so about the tactics, this is like experience from these last years, and realizing that, okay, then in this point we have to focus on the brand awareness, because we are the brand is recognized for example by the next trend in Germany, for innovation in USA, and several awards around the world, but the customer don't know us, and we have to bring that awareness to the market. That's why I focus this tactic. Okay, let's bring the awareness to the market of the brand and invest in the communication of the brand. Let the brand be more known, because and also this last nomination for the excellence brands in Portugal is so much important for us, and that's why we choose these tactics. Okay, let's work on the brand awareness and let the brand be known, probably working with the influencers or ambassadors that already are looking for these sustainable styles.
Okay, sure. And have you started with one of those tactics? Do you already have experience with one of those?
Yeah, small experiences, because it has a lot of investment involved, and so step by step we are doing it. And actually, I organized an event in Lisbon called the Greenest Fashion Event to bring this brand awareness, and was quite amazing, because people start to talk about asking why was this, and brought a lot of feedback, and it was quite amazing. And I'm sure that if we keep doing this kind of brand action activities, will definitely will grow. And for example, in USA, almost 6% of the population is vegan and vegetarian, and they don't know us. They don't know. Like in Europe, it's more or less 3% of the population is vegan and vegetarian and look for this sustainable lifestyle, and they don't know us. So our goal is let be known, because they will bring us more clients. And because until now, I can tell that our investment in marketing is really, really, really low. So I believe that will be like, okay, we will grow a lot with this investment in marketing.
Okay, thank you. Yes, that was what I wanted to know.
Thank
Perfect.
you
No
very
more
much.
questions. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Nicolas. Thank you. And we have Nicole.
Hello.
Hello, Nicole.
Thank you, Daniela. I am a creative, and you are an incredible creative.
Thank you very much.
To the table today, I think we can all agree that design is a huge strength of yours. One question I have, it wasn't clear to me, the family correlation. The two factories you mentioned when Camelia asked, is the family owning one of those factories? Is that a vertical business, or are they just factories that you have relationships with?
They are factories that I have relationships with. I start my fashion career in my father's company, shoe company, and with him we work together with Prada, Gucci. The main products that we're producing was moccasins and sneakers, and that brought me high standards knowledge about what is high quality and what this kind of client wants. And so with the other factories that I work with, I bring them these kind of standards. So
yeah, okay.
The other factories, yeah, are outsiders.
I asked that question because of in your investment plan, with the funding requirements that you have in place. I agree with Nicolas that the way that you've created that document, we assume that a lot of the funding will go into the creative.
Okay, yeah, I understand.
So
yeah.
Maybe to help, it might be worth just splitting that off.
Okay.
The business will need higher marketing budget.
Okay, yeah.
And one thing that I did want to ask you is, especially when starting a brand like this, what's your market focus? Because in your roadmap, you want to be a part of multiple events globally. And I think you have to master one market before you can really expand, especially if you've got that B2B and B2C model. And that marketing cost will then complement that. So I think my question there is there a focus market for you?
Okay. So about the target,
yes.
Okay. About the age, it's between 30 to 60, and of course, the main thing is.
Sorry, Daniela. I mean territory. Sorry.
Oh, territory. Okay.
Yes.
Starting in USA.
Yes.
I already have some clients in Europe, but we have a lot of requests for USA. That's why our focus territory is USA, because even in USA, 6% of the other population are vegan or vegetarian, and definitely they are more open to this kind of brand of fashion. But the USA is the first market, then Europe, then Japan. This is our organization. We have a complete business plan of investments and of revenues, where we have all these markets divided by product and by geology, sorry, by country, let's say like that. And yes, it's USA.
Yeah, just remember to focus on a core and then build, and that will really help you build credibility with the brand. Rebecca's point about having that investment partner and that smart money that you need in the business, if that's a marketing person, then you will fly.
Yeah.
You need.
Yeah.
as next step.
Yeah.
That's all my question.
No, thank you very much.
Thank you so much,
Okay.
Nicole. And there is a question actually in the chat from Anna Rieu from Ace Bags, which is a sustainable bags from Spain. And the question is, I'm curious to know if it's possible to upcycle the jacket that you are wearing when it's made out of marine plastic litter and cotton.
Yes, it's possible. We create our own recycling methods. This jacket, how can I say, can be used, for example, for soles, to give color to the soles. So we put together with rubber, and it's mixed in a way that is inside the sole, and it can give the color to the sole. And also other sub-products. We also are developing sub-products like, how can I say, the tables, I don't know the name in English, sorry, but we are developing sub-products to make the recycling being able to be 100% made. But this coat is possible to granulate and give colors to the soles.
Okay, thank you. That's really interesting.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Daniela. So yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you,
everyone.
Thank you, everyone. So this was the final pitch tonight, and so I would like to take the opportunity to thank all the startups and for their presentations, and also for the time of the board members and their useful feedback. So I would encourage you to connect on LinkedIn after the event to continue the discussion there. I will be sharing a contact list to all the attendees, so I will share it to all of you in a couple of days. There will be a recording on our YouTube channel, and so you can re-watch it or you can share it to your network. And yes, so thank you all. And maybe now just this final roundtable, just a few concluding remarks from the board members if they would like to say something in particular to the startups. Nicolas, would you like to say a few concluding thoughts?
Yes, I would like to generally thank you all, also to you for organizing this, and to our startups for presenting. I really enjoyed the two pitches, and yes, we'll definitely have a look after again. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Nicolas, for joining us, and hopefully see you soon again at the next event. Thank you so much. And Nicole, would you like to say a few last sentences?
I just want to say thank you for letting me be a part of the experience, and if I can help in any way to both the ladies that have been a part of today's pitch session, then I'm happy to pitch my tent.
Thank you so much for joining, Nicole. Hopefully soon again in another event. Okay, and Michael?
Yes, thank you, Mathilde, for organizing this event. Thank you for everyone as well, and congrats to the startup, because it's not easy as well to pitch like this. Having been also on this side many times, I know how difficult it can be, and I think that I hope that the board or the jury, I don't know how do you call it, were nice enough with you, and of course that you will develop successfully your ventures.
Thank you so much. I think we had a really great board members this session. It was really great and good feedback. And so yeah, and yeah, Rebecca, would you like to say a few last words?
Sure. Yeah, I would also like to thank everyone for their time. Thanks for having me, and thanks for pitching to the startups. I think you did a really good job, not just pitching, but also with the Q&A, which is really difficult. It's way harder to prepare for, of course. So I think you did a great job there. And that's also my general advice, is I think to always take advantage of these types of opportunities. It's so beneficial to hear the questions and get some new input and food for thought for you as well. Yeah, in any case, always feel free to reach out via email or via LinkedIn if you have a question for me. And otherwise, thanks so much.
Thank you so much, Rebecca, for participating. Thank you. And Camelia.
Yeah, for sure. Congrats to both startups. I think you both pitched very well. The message was super clear to understand, and both the markets I think are quite lucrative. So it was great for me to discover these two startups, and happy to connect. I know we do quite a lot of different things at Plug and Play, whether it's investments or corporate programs. And if either could be of benefit to you, definitely don't hesitate to reach out. And thank you, Mathilde, obviously, for organizing this and inviting me.
Thank you so much, Camelia. It was a pleasure to have you here. All right, everyone. So thank you so much, and I hope to see you soon again. And